I just finished unpacking my last box in my new house at 1247 Maple Lane. It's a cute two-story house with white walls and a porch that goes all around. When I first felt like someone was spying on me, the house was like a dream come true, and it had a cool swimming pool in the backyard that made me want to buy it at 32. Marcus Tate had worked super hard to buy this awesome house in what I thought was a nice, quiet neighborhood for families called Willow Creek. But when the moving truck drove away, I saw a lady across the street, her spyglasses shining in the sun. She looked like she was in her mid-50s with super blonde hair and a bright green gym outfit that looked like trouble. Her grass was perfectly cut, and she had silly holiday decorations all year long. That was my first clue that Evelyn Marie Whitaker was going to cause me problems. By the second day, Evelyn had walked over, her mean green eyes looking at me like I was dirt on her perfect world. "I'm Evelyn," she said, her voice sounding fake nice. "We have rules in Willow Creek, and I'm sure you'll belong if you follow the HOA rules." The way she said belong made me feel scared, but I smiled nicely. I'd met people like her before. Her twin boys, Bryce and Logan, stuck to her like little bullies, their mean smiles just like hers. The HOA rules, I learned fast, were whatever Evelyn wanted them to be. In 1 week, she'd left angry notes on my door about my loud music, which was soft love songs I played while unpacking, complained to the HOA about my weird grass cutting schedule. I cut grass on a Wednesday and asked if my good Toyota Camry was nice enough for the neighborhood's look. It wasn't fancy enough, I guess. Evelyn's mean tricks got worse. She'd send Bryce and Logan to accidentally kick their soccer ball into my yard, then follow them with a fake smile using her kids as a reason to spy. The boys, who looked exactly like their mom, were loud, spoiled, and already learning her sneaky meanness. But I'm someone who waits. I started writing everything down, photos, times, even recordings of her mean words. I waved happily. Each time she stared from her window, knowing the best way to deal with people like Evelyn was to live good and keep her busy. Her crazy obsession soon focused on my pool. She'd sit at her window with those spyglasses, watching every time I swam, talking bad about my swim shorts to neighbors and telling lies that my pool's cleaning stuff was dangerous to everyone. Never mind that I had it checked every month and kept perfect records. She got worse, bringing Bryce and Logan to look through my fence, getting them to make fun of my swimming or whether I should have such a nice pool. Their laughs turned into mean jokes, with Evelyn acting shocked while encouraging them. I put up spy cameras, looked up property lines, and recorded our talks. I had a feeling Evelyn was planning something big, and I wanted to be ready. 2 months later, her bullying got way worse. She said my pool cleaning schedule 7 on weekends was not okay, saying the noise bothered her and that my scary chemicals, which were just normal chlorine, were a danger to everyone. She had community safety meetings in her living room, pointing at my house while making up stories about my bad behavior. My neighbor, Mrs. Clara Hensley, told me she only came because Evelyn said she'd make her life terrible if she didn't. The twins got braver, throwing tennis balls, frisbees, and once a wet PB&J into my pool. Evelyn would come running. Minutes later, clipboard in hand, taking photos and complaining about rule breaking. Then came the big discovery. My friend Kevin, who works at the county office, looked into Evelyn's records. What he found was shocking. Evelyn was running a secret daycare at her home, taking cash money and not paying taxes by calling it babysitting. She'd done building changes, a bathroom addition, breaking rules, and a shaky deck that looked dangerous. Worst of all, she'd been lying about tax breaks for old people and disabled people, saving thousands while talking about property values. Kevin gave me a folder, permits, tax records, photos of her bad building work, and proof her daycare broke safety rules. I put it all together, making a report for the county, but waited. I didn't want to fight yet. That Saturday, I started emptying my pool for its monthly cleaning, a job I checked was legal with the city. 3 hours later, Evelyn's voice cut through the air, high and angry. She was on her phone in her driveway, bright tracksuit glowing, saying I was dumping dangerous chemicals into storm drains. I heard pieces, environmental danger, do something, now smiling. I knew my drain hose went into my grass, following rules, but Evelyn wasn't finished. She told police I was breaking noise rules, making property values go down, and maybe running an illegal business. She even hinted at weird visitors at my house, just my weekly pizza orders, and my friend Jamal coming over for game night, testing her. I walked into my yard and waved great day for pool cleaning. Right. Her face turned red and she pointed at me, screaming into the phone. He's making fun of me. This is bullying. I kept smiling. Recording every second. 20 minutes later, sirens announced the arrival of 2 police Cars, 4 officers walked up, and Evelyn bounced on her feet, pointing wildly. I met them at my door, calm in my swim shorts and flip-flops. Morning, officers. I'm Marcus Tate. This about my pool sergeant. Thompson, a serious veteran, looked almost sorry. We got a call about illegal dumping noise problems and worries about an unlicensed business. I nodded. Want to see my permits? Environmental following rules, records, or the videos of my neighbors bullying? His eyebrows went up. You have permits for pool cleaning? I have everything, I said, pulling out my phone as I showed them my paperwork. Evelyn's happy smirk faded. The officers looked at my setup, nodding at my rule following, while Evelyn asked to know why I wasn't being arrested. Then she went too far. Pushing through my gate with Bryce and Logan behind her, she said, I'm taking photos of rule breaking for the HOA community. Safety is more important than your property rights. The boys in swim shorts ran toward my half-empty pool, dropping toys like they owned the place. Sergeant Thompson yelled, Ma'am, you're trespassing, leave now. But Evelyn couldn't be stopped filming on her phone, saying I had bullied her for months. Logan, excited, jumped into the shallow pool, scraping his knee and crying. Evelyn screamed, my son's hurt. This pool's a death trap, officer. Rivera, helping Logan out, said, your son got hurt because you let him jump into a draining pool. This is your fault. Evelyn, not giving up, demanded I fill the pool right away or face city, county, and state complaints. That's when I used my best card, officers. You should know about Mrs. Whitaker's secret daycare, unpermitted building changes, and tax lying. Her phone dropped to the ground, her face white. I have proof. I continued, showing them Kevin's files, county records, witness statements, screenshots of her illegal daycare ads. The mood changed. Sergeant Thompson's voice got serious. These are big accusations. Mr. Tate, can you prove them? I scrolled through my evidence, explaining her rule breaking. Evelyn stuttered. This is bullying. You can't prove anything, but the officers were already writing notes. Mrs. Whitaker, we need your ID and some answers about your home business. Thompson said she grabbed her boys now, quiet, and mumbled about calling her husband as the officers walked her off. My property, neighbors came out, drawn by the excitement. Mrs. Hensley, a retired librarian, stepped forward first. I want to file a complaint against Evelyn. She's been bullying Marcus and threatening me over my 2 cats. The Lynns, a quiet couple with a perfect garden, added, she's filed complaints about our vegetables, saying they ruined the neighborhood. Her kids throw trash in our yard. Tom Bradley, a gruff ex-cop, told us Evelyn's HOA friend, her cousin, was hiding complaints against her while she ran her illegal daycare. The stories came out the Morales family, American citizens, put up with Evelyn's false immigration reports. The Park family faced complaints about suspicious family dinners. The Garces, kicked out years ago by Evelyn's racist bullying, came back to share their story. It wasn't just me. Evelyn had scared Willow Creek for years using fear and fake complaints. To rule like a mean queen, the police started investigations into trespassing, false reports, lying, and child danger. My backyard became a meeting place as neighbors shared evidence, united against her meanness. 3 weeks later, Evelyn's power fell apart. County checkers, child protective services, and federal agents surrounded her house. Her daycare was closed, showing $50,000 in unpaid taxes, bad building work, and even stealing identities from daycare parents. She was arrested for blocking after screaming. At investigators blaming me for her trouble, her house was taken and the Garcas bought it at auction, changing it into a warm family home with a memorial garden for bullying victims. Evelyn said she was guilty of 14 crimes, getting 4 years in prison. Her cousin was kicked out of the HOA, which made anti-discrimination policies, and a victim fund. Willow Creek got better. Mrs. Hensley had potlucks. The Lynn's garden became a community meeting spot, and the Morales did great without fear. New, families diverse, bright, moved in, drawn by our story. My pool, once Evelyn's battleground, became a gathering spot, a symbol of our victory. Evelyn thought she couldn't be touched, but she underestimated me, my neighbors, and the power of truth. Her legacy isn't the fear she planted, it's the community we built, stronger and freer than she could ever imagine. Sometimes justice isn't just winning, it's making sure everyone can live without fear. And as I swam under the stars, I knew Willow Creek was finally